is the 22nd of March and I'm trying to film a weekly episode of how my knitting is going on. Luckily, I finished all the projects I had in winter with the brown sweater, and I had also a sock to finish. I didn't show you that. So now I can start the spring projects because I've been wanting it so much, as it's quite sunny here in Norway. These are my new spring projects and I will talk quickly about them. The first one I started is this teal or aqua spring sweater. It will be a short sleeve sweater. At the moment I'm at separating, or in fact joining the body, because I've made the sleeve separation. This is a round yoke sweater, very simple to do, and I'm going to show you how to knit it. I'll make a short tutorial on that. That's a very traditional, the basic round yoke sweater. I'm using Lana Grossa Eco Puno. It's 72% cotton, 17 merino wool, and 11 baby alpaca. So it's a spring yarn. So I will make it with short sleeves so I can wear it when it's not that hot. Now I've been using the second ball. I bought them in one of our shops where they usually always have some baskets with 50% off. So they were selling this yarn. There were many colors, but I chose this and this red one. It's the same Eco Puno, Lana Grossa. If you're interested in the colors, so the bluish, the teal one is color 028 and the red one is color 036, and it has 215 meters in a ball. When I saw this color I loved it because it's not bright red as now I see it in the camera. It's like berry red. And I also, the same day there, I bought another yarn. This is mohair. It's Essentials by Rico Design. Super Kid mohair with silk. It's a 100 gram ball and has 265 meters. And it's a gradient. I will put a photo of it. It was also 50% off, so instead of paying around 50 euros for this one ball, I paid only 25. And I decided to separate these three strands. Now I'm struggling with it. I will show you. It's a very slow gradient in the mohair, and if you can see, the balls differ in shade. This one is already like more like this. These are pink with like a purplish tone, undertone. So I will add one strand of it and I will knit a sweater top down with a dropped shoulder line and like a big neckline. I'm thinking that I will be alternating these two strands in every other round so that I get the same color on the sleeves, because when I come to there, if I start knitting the body and then come to the arms, this shade will be very different. What I'm planning to do is to alternate two balls. It would be perfect with the three, but I don't know if that will be easy to work. So, and then when I come to separating the sleeves, I will use one ball to knit the sleeves and the other for knitting the body. So the shade will be, change of the shade will be very gradual. So I haven't started it yet. I haven't even started like doing some basic calculations on how many stitches to cast on. Still in the process of separating the strands. Not much is left, like as you can see, just a bit. So I hope today it will be finished. The third project I'm on is my pain and my joy. I'm using 100% cotton. I bought it on a cone maybe some 8 years ago. When I touched it, it was so soft to the touch, to the feel, that I fell in love. But I've been trying casting on different projects and nothing looked nice on it. So it was in my stash for all these years. And I bought a pattern from a Russian designer, Nitara. The link will be either in the show notes or somewhere here, and the photo I will put here. It was a summer top. The design made like with the help of the tiny eyelets. I think it looks very subtle and nice. However, I would never recommend this design, though it's like written really nice and it's easy to follow. She says you have to knit on needles 2.75. I am knitting on 1.5 needles and I still can't get the same amount of stitches in 10 centimeters as she does. She has like 30 stitches in 10 centimeters and I get only 24 or 25 using 1.5 needles and she's using 2.75. After washing it, recognize my project bag? After washing it, the cotton, it shrinks in size, and look, the fabric is so nice, it looks like machine made. So though I chose size S, I usually wear M, it's still quite big, but I hope that after washing it will shrink and it will be very nice. So you knit bottom up using this like flower pattern, and then you separate on the sleeves for the front, for the back, and it has like a dropped shoulder line as well. And the sleeve, when you take it out and then you add the stitches here, so it's like covers a bit your arm, and then you do the finishing on the neck and on the sleeves with an I-cord. Very nice design. So but it goes so slowly. Wait, sorry, wait. Oh, I lost the stitch. Let me fix it. Okay. I knitted 3 rounds in stockinette and then started the pattern. So here is 21 round of the pattern and it's only this big. It's 20 rounds. So with 3 in stockinette, it's 24. Impressive. Like this. Like 6-7 centimeters. It will be a very long process. I expect it will turn out nice. So I say goodbye for now, and most probably we will see each other next day. Good afternoon. This is Wednesday afternoon and I've been working quite a lot, so I want to show you how my different projects are going. First I want to show you my sleeveless or short sleeve top. See, last time when I showed you, I was just joining the front with the back, and now I've knitted this much. Yeah. And I finished the first ball and knitted half of the second. It goes really nice, and I'm going to include the basic calculations right now into the video after showing all three processes. The second one, the red one, it looks like this. So I decided to use all three balls and to alternate them, so I could get the same color for the sleeves, and the third ball would go down for the body. So I chose the balls different colors, so I put them like white, green, blue, so then it's very easy not to lose the count which ball to use. It takes a bit of time. And now I will show you my red sweater. I wanted it to have see my drawing, like a bit weird. I wanted it to have this silhouette, so I tried to make it the way I wanted it. I really like how it's turning out. They are beautiful. I'm using the same Eco Puno from Lana Grossa. What I did on number 6, I cast it on 64 stitches and knitted one round, and then took number 6.5 and I knitted all the round in number 6. Then I took number 7 and I knitted here and stopped, because this was the beginning of my knitting. Yeah, so it means like I made here like 2 rounds and here only 1, but it's okay, it won't be seen. And now I divided it 30 for the back, 30 for the front, 2 for the shoulder lines, and I did the lifting first. You can see that my back is higher. That's a must for all sweaters if you want them to sit nicely and not to strangle you, right? So what I did is cut it here, and then I added a stitch, knitted 2 stitches, added, increased, knitted 30, increased, knitted 2, increased, and knitted 4. And on the after knitting 4, on the 4th I turned round, and then I purled all the way back, right? But on the wrong side I also increased here, increased here, increased here, increased here, and purled 4 stitches here and turned on the 4th. And then I knitted again, knitted these stitches, increased, knitted 2, increased, knitted all back, came here to the shoulder line, increased before shoulder line, knitted shoulder line, increased after, and knitted these 4 and 3, and then turned, and again did the same, purled to the shoulder line, increased, purled shoulder line, 2 stitches, purl, increase, went all the way here, increase, purl 2, increase, knit 3. So I did one more round like this, and then I stopped doing increases every row. I started doing every other row. Can you see these squares? So this is how I knit. If you see, this is 1, it means row 1, row 2, row 3, 4, 5, 6. So I make a square, and when I have, like, it's a lot of action here in each row. So not to lose what I have to do, I wrote K is for knitting, P is for purling, okay? So it's short rows. It means I don't knit full round, it's short row. And when I do this, I just color in, so it means I did it. And then when I did knitting short rows, I have to turn and do the purling on the second row and short row. It means I will purl back and won't go all around and will have to stop. So when I did it, I just colored in, so I knew it's done. So, and here, for example, in round 7, knit round, it means this is 7th round was the joining. And then if it's like this, so you see it's a yarn over, but like it's a twisted yarn over, so you can't see a hole. So I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 6 rounds. I just added in every row here. Then I started adding every other row. So, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4 times like this, other row. And now I'm doing every 1, 2, 3, every 4th row. Okay, not row, round. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope it will be nice. What will I do? I have to get the right amount of stitches for my body. And then I have to separate for the sleeves. Okay, I will start knitting the front and then knitting the back. What I'm not sure of is, see, it was after every other row, and maybe here, I'm not sure, I should have done like no increase on every third, in every third row, not 4th. Maybe, I'm not sure. So we will see. I have to knit like 6 more centimeters, and I guess it will be, or 5, and it will be time to separate, and I will see how many stitches I have. And the third project, my pain and joy. I'm taking the chart so I could tell how many rounds I did. Last time I finished at 21, I think. So now I'm on, not that much. It tells 25. Well, I think it's a bit more, maybe. Maybe I didn't mark the finished rounds. It's very nice. I hope it will shrink a bit because the swatch shrank quite a lot after washing. So it won't be that see-through. Yeah, so much. I also did a bit of filming and I filmed my brown sweater, how I made it, like a masterclass. And when I started editing, I didn't like at all how it looked. I have to find like how to present it so it's like appealing to the eye, not only the numbers. So I will try to record right now after finishing this, because I want to finish with the sweater and start a new one. Well, today I went orchid hunting. So it's when I go to many shops where they have flowers and orchids, and look for a specific one if you are not an orchid lover. So maybe you don't know how many different types of phalaenopsis orchids are. And there are some nice with mutations on the petals, so they look like wings of a butterfly, or so the colors mix in a different way, and they're much more brighter with more intricate designs. I bought 2, but not the mutated ones, just normal ones. One is like a big lip, and another is just a very nice dark. I'll put the photos there. Oh, and I bought a very nice funny looking plant. I will show you now, wait. It has everything. It has some spikes. It has a bulb. And these are very soft, by the way. It has waxy thick leaves. It looks really funny. I have another specimen. I'm not sure if it's the same kind, but it also has a bulb without any of these spikes, and leaves are not long, but they are oval. My one needed a neighbor, so now they can grow together side by side. Okay, so now I'm showing you how I did the calculations for the teal sweater. Okay, so if you decide to join me, you're more than welcome. So let's go to the talking hand episode, okay? Okay, let's look at my notes. So this is my summer breeze top. I just gave a name so it's easier to understand quickly which sweater we're talking about. I hope you can see. I cast it on 88 stitches and made an Italian cast on needles 3.5. And I did 4 centimeters 1-to-1 ribbing, right? And then after the ribbing, I swapped to needles number 4. These are the actual needles. I just put on a longer cable for you to show. Okay, and I knitted 4 rounds, just plain stockinette, you can see here. And then I did 2 together, yarn over, 2 together, yarn over. So this is this eyelet pattern. Then knitted 1 round after it, and then made the first round of increases. So what I did, I knitted 3 and then added 1, but it's not yarn over, it's a twisted, okay, twisted stitch, so you can't see it here. I didn't want a hole, I wanted to hide, so I twisted. So 3, 1 increase, knit 3, 1 increase. Then I knitted 5 rounds, and again, so these are 5 rounds, and again I did the eyelet, so 2 together, yarn over, 2 together, yarn over, and knitted 1 round. And there comes another line of increases. So, but this time, instead of knitting 3, 1 increase, I did 4, 1 increase. That's the classical increase formula for round yoke sweaters. You can take a screenshot and you can knit any sweater you want using this notes. Okay, then I repeated it again. So after the increases, okay, I knitted 5 rounds, and then the third line of eyelets, 2 together, yarn over, 1 round knit, and instead of 4 I made 5 knit, 1 increase. So I made increases 5 times and eyelets 6 times, so it means after the 6 it's here. So if you count, look, 1 2 3 4 5, so I made the increases, last increases here. Then I knitted 5 rounds, made the last eyelet pattern, and then I stopped. I didn't do any increases here. And then I knitted a bit, so I got 244 stitches, and I divided into 3. So I added more to the front from the back, and I also, for the armpits, I added 8 stitches. And after doing this, I had to make the back lifting. See, the back is higher, so it sits nicely. So to achieve that, now I will turn it. I didn't do the lifting here at the top as I usually do, because I wanted those lines to be the same width everywhere. So I did it at the end. I started knitting only the back, and when I was knitting the right side, I added one stitch in the beginning of the knitting and at the end of the knitting, and then I purled back and again added one stitch here and one stitch at the end. In this way, can you see it gradually went deeper into the armpit? So in this way I added 5 stitches, and then when I saw that this is enough for lifting my back, I added three more stitches here, 1 2 3, just at once, and joined. I hope it makes sense for you. So it looks really nice. I think it will shrink a bit after washing because the samples of this watch shrank a little bit, so we will see. Okay, so that is this. Hello my friends, this is Friday and I have less, I guess, than I showed you last time. Yesterday I was knitting this pink sweater and I knitted to the separation, and I separated the front with the back and knitted the front a bit and put it on. It sits very nice and it looks very nice, but it has very little positive ease, and I wanted it to be quite wide with narrow sleeves. So this is the page I showed you last time. Now it looks like this because I had to recalculate everything. I had to add 10 stitches on each side so it gets wider. So now I have a new scheme, and I was working the whole yesterday evening on it. This is where I make the increases. It looks okay, but the other side where I change the mohair strand looks very untidy. Can you see? It's because I have to leave one strand and to take a new one, and I guess the difference in tension, yeah, this yarn stays the same, but this one is either tight or loose, and I really don't like. So here I tried to practice what kind of raglan line or that shoulder line with the increases would work nice. The problem is that where I have the regular increases, like every row, it's nice. Where I have every other row, it's not nice. So now I have to try out different increase types, and an idea came to me that if I don't want this uneven tension, the only way to avoid it is to make one ball out of these 3. So it means I take 10 meters of this, cut it off, add another strand from another ball, again wind 10 meters and then cut it off and add this one. And in this way I will have even tension on the sweater. I don't like the knots though. On mohair it won't be visible at all. So I guess I will have to do this. And it's Friday. So all my work on Wednesday and on Thursday will be gone in 10 minutes. When you make things, create things, that's a natural process that you have to unravel, and you have to look at it very philosophically. Well, I really deserved a good weekend because I spent so many hours this Friday working on my pink sweater. Yeah, working on my pink sweater, and as you can see, I've done the separation for the arms and now it's okay. And I wanted it to be more oversized with short sleeves. So when I add some stitches for the armpit, so it will be 60, 64, 65. So that's what I wanted to achieve. In fact, I haven't counted how many stitches now I have for the front and the back, but I will do and let you know. And now when I have only one ball of mohair, it's so easier to knit and so much faster, because this juggling with the balls was a bit insane. So much I have to tell you about my knitting week. I haven't touched my teal sweater and I did nothing with the white one. It was all I had to show you this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye. Baby, what have I
wonderful idea I had once.